saying you had the Prime Minister campaigning in the state and that didn't work in BJP's favor. I'm going to go across to Neha Hibbale as well, who's joining us from Mysuru. Neha is tracking accounting center in Mysuru. Neha, if I got your location right, I want you to take us through what you're tracking for us. We heard Mr. Siddaramaiah come out just a short while ago say this is a big win for the Congress party. Also, of course, talking about his opponent V. Somanna. I don't think Neha can hear me. She's not responding to my voice there, so I'm not sure if she can hear me. What I was trying to talk about is Mr. Siddaramaiah's statement. Of course, the man was not jumping in joy. He was looking quite calm and collected, I thought. Can we play that out again, Mr. Siddaramaiah's reaction to the numbers that we have so far? This is important. He is believed to be one of the architects of Congress win in Karnataka, a man who's a grassroots leader, hugely popular in Karnataka, and somebody who is going to be credited for this win. Let's play out Siddaramaiah's soundbite. And of course, it is in the local language, but I'll try and just recap for our viewers what he said a short while ago. Okay, I think we have Neha now. So while we just try and cue that soundbite, let's have Neha speak about this. Neha, you are also tracking Siddaramaiah very closely. We got his first reaction where he said that the Prime Minister's campaign did not work. He said V. Somanna will lose in both the seats. He was looking quite calm and collected, quite confident that this is an easy win and the Congress will form the government comfortably. But is he going to be the CM face, Neha?
Well, of course, one would think so. Given the mood in the Congress camp right now, it's quite evident that, that they're pretty certain of a victory here. We're seeing celebrations as well. And if it boils down to that, and if it boils down to the voice of the MLAs over here, it is likely that, Mr. Siddaramaiah possibly could have, the larger share of loyalty in the party. Now, when we say loyalty, this, of course, doesn't really have much to do with the fact that he is, of course, the most senior leader, but the fact that, the MLAs, of course, support right now. If you're talking about mass leaders in the state today, then, as far as the Congress party is concerned, of course, Siddaramaiah has been considered to be the mass leader. So we'll really have to wait and see. But yes, like you rightly said, he's calm, he's composed, he's been in a rather good mood from the morning. Of course, we did get to hear from him. He said that the Congress party is very easily going to bag 120 seats, which is, a huge number, given the fact that Karnataka has not had a single party ruling for the past 38 years. Having said that, we'll really have to wait and see. It's about 11 o'clock now, 11:20, and we're likely to, of course, be getting more clarity on the numbers, possibly around 1. Important to mention that the last election we saw that, numbers, of course, just dropped and tipped and dropped, at, of course, just very, very quickly. By around 1 o'clock, there was one trend. By 3, we saw another, and by 5, that had completely changed the scenario of things. So with that being said, yes, while there are early trends that are coming in right now, we will have to really wait and see as to what more Mr. Siddaramaiah and, of course, all the others, entering this battle today really have to say, and whether Karnataka is going to be seeing any one party over here, whether the BJP, whether the Congress, whether the JDS forming the government, because we've seen in the past as well how coalitions, haven't really worked out as far as development is concerned for the state. It's largely been about forming the government. It's largely been about, the ministers getting their cabinets, the leaders, in fact, taking those big berths. But as far as development and people is concerned, we've always, seen, at least as far as Karnataka is concerned, how a coalition hasn't lasted for very long.
Thanks, Neha. Do stay on with us. Let's listen in to my colleague Deepak reporting from the ground on the latest situation.
Suresh as well, just a while ago, came in here. He's, of course, watching very closely all the developments, because we should understand that the DK brothers play a very significant role if a situation arises where they do not have the numbers that are required. So, of course, a strategy and planning, of course, will happen first among the DK brothers, and then it will, of course, percolate to the other Congress leaders. But more importantly, just a while ago, inside the room where Mr. DK Shivakumar usually addresses the press, there were chants of Abki Baar DK Sarkar that was, of course, being raised, and also Mundina Mukhyamantri, DK Shivakumar. That means that the next Chief Minister is Mr. DK Shivakumar. So for his support supporters here and the Congress leaders who've come, who of course been backed by him, who they have been backing. They feel that DK Shivkumar is the man for the post. But of course, if the Congress even manages to secure that magic number and beyond, their troubles don't end there, because they have to choose the CM face. The legislators, of course, will have to sit together. It's up to the High Command as well. So the AICC has its task cut out for the next 48 hours.
Right. AICC has a task cut out. Important points made by Deepak Bopanna. Neha, I want to put that across to you, because Deepak there is telling us there's a huge amount of support for DK Shivkumar as the Chief Minister. So clearly there are two contenders, absolutely clear, DK Shivkumar and Siddaramaiah as the possible Chief Minister for Congress party. Pragya, in that sense, the buzz is more around the Congress party now. Let's face it, with the Election Commission figures also that I'm looking at, the leads are 118, well above the magic figure of 113. So at this moment in time, yes, the JDS is keeping itself active, wanting to be relevant in the overall picture. But even if we put the BJP and JDS numbers together, they're not adding up.
Absolutely. Going by the trend that is showing, Congress is heading for a clear majority. And if that happens, then Congress has a government in place. But whether it will stay for 5 years is yet to be ascertained by the top leadership and by the state leadership. Mind you, BJP is also why it is keeping a close eye, because there was a tough war between Siddaramaiah and DK Shivkumar, and even if they decide to go with DK Shivkumar, Siddaramaiah may not sit back silently, and what he does will be a matter of interest for the BJP. There are opportunities that BJP is looking at, but going by the numbers, you're right, Congress looks like it is headed for a clear majority, as few of the BJP leaders yesterday were also estimating, but not saying out that loud. But yes, BJP will keep a close watch on the developants in the state,
Yes.
in the power
Pragya, stay with us. I'm going to Neha quickly, because we just had an update from Deepak, who said that, the supporters are rallying around DK Shivkumar, taking his name now as the next CM. So, Neha, do we see here two clear contenders? DK Shivkumar on one hand, Siddaramaiah on the other. Could this become a sort of a challenge for the Congress party now to zero in on one of them? Okay, I'm told Neha is not connected. We'll try and fix that. Let's listen in to what Siddaramaiah had to say just a short while ago.
ಮೇಲೆ ಸ್ಥಾನಗಳನ್ನು ತಗೊಂಡು ಗೆಲ್ತದೆ. ಈಗ ಇನಿಷಿಯಲ್ ಸ್ಟೇಜ್ ಇನ್ನ 5 ರೌಂಡ್ 6 ರೌಂಡ್ 7 ರೌಂಡ್ ಹಿಂಗೆಲ್ಲ ಆಗಿದ್ದಾವೆ. ಇನ್ನು ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ರೌಂಡ್ಗಳಾಗಬೇಕು. ಸೊ ಅದರಿಂದ ನಾವು ಕಾಂಗ್ರೆಸ್ ಪಕ್ಷ 120ಕ್ಕಿಂತ ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಸ್ಥಾನಗಳನ್ನು ತಗೊಂಡು ಅಧಿಕಾರಕ್ಕೆ ಬರ್ತದೆ. ಸ್ವಂತ ಶಕ್ತಿ ಮೇಲೆ ಅಧಿಕಾರಕ್ಕೆ ಬರ್ತದೆ.
So you heard there the man of the moment there, who looked quite calm and collected. He just said there that these are trends, but he is confident that it's a clear win for the party. He also took pot shots at the BJP's campaign. Here is a man who could well become the next Chief Minister of Karnataka. His name is clearly doing the rounds, along with Mr. DK Shivkumar's name. These are the two stalwarts, the regional satraps in Karnataka, very clearly going to be credited with this win.